Korkmaz with 9 points himself has yet to miss. So not much of a drop-off with Osman going to the benches. Olaseni gets the putback.
Yep, good move, Lawrence, and just make sure you've got somebody following you.
We talked about it yesterday. Olaseni always seems to be the right place at the right time.
Well, he's going to follow you if you drive, typically. Momtolu again, this time just a little to the left. A nice pass from Okoreafor, and that gets it back to a 12-point game. And, you know, your point about Great Britain do not need to lose their heads right now. You know, the chance to come back is there. There's a long time.
So much time left
in this game. As bleak as it has looked, there's always a chance. Murray. Okoreafor.
Tough pass.
Yeah. At the feet and triggers a break for Korkmaz.
Run him off the line. Good job by Lawrence. Leads to the turnover.
A break for Great Britain. And if you're Turkey, just because you get a lead, you don't want to lose your sharpness. I mean, you don't want to lose.
Yeah, that was a little bit too free carrying there. And again, you expect a guy like Sinan Guled as a captain coming off the bench, especially in the second half again, to make sure that the team stays composed and focused the rest of the way. Take a look at the timeouts here. Huddle.
Points on turnovers. Turnovers. Big part of the game.
They have a small lineup. Are you good?
Remember earlier today, Belgium, who began with a loss yesterday, with a win yesterday over Great Britain, they lost today to Latvia, who are coming off a tough loss to Serbia, and then Serbia lost to Russia, who beat Turkey last night. Tournament play is always very interesting, and I had Russia in there fighting before the tournament. I thought they're going to struggle. They're going to be competing with Turkey and Great Britain for that 4th spot, and Russia have had a dream start.
Yes, and of course, you know, they have 2 great players in Alexei Shved and Timofey Moskov, but they were able to get contributions from other guys tonight. And Olaseni still battling for GB, has a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds. So he's definitely doing his job. Now it's up to the rest of the guys as Mockford has an open look.
Mockford for 3.
Right off the bench.
And now it's a 9-point game. Well, the natives are restless. You can hear it in the crowd. Goulier and forces his way in there. And Achara reaches down and picks it up.
That's going to bring Osman off the bench.
Interesting. And the pass from Lawrence intercepted. If certain players leave the games for these teams and their teams dip. Momtolu drives down and takes the foul from Mockford. He will go to the line for an and 1. So Great Britain, trailing by 9, turn it over, and Turkey go to the other end and punish them.
It's a nice move there by Korkmaz on the steal. And Mamutoglu, with a little hesitation, freezes the defense. He gets all the way to the rim for his first 2-point basket of the night.
And he's got 17 points, a game high.
An efficient 17 on just 6 of 9 shooting.
You know, Turkey are crying out for 1 or 2 players to really up their game. And he's certainly a candidate to do that. He's done it tonight. Mamutoglu exits the game, and Osman comes back in. Entry pass to Achara, and he took the contact, and he will go to the line. And Achara's like, blow the whistle. Don't wait so long.
Another late call, but it's the right call.
Well, Goulert's going to have a word with the referee. Achara makes the first.
These are only the 4th and 5th free throws for GB in this game. Haven't been that aggressive getting to the basket, drawing foul.
Substitution for Great Britain.
Well, at least they've made their attempts tonight. For 5 of 5, 8 of 9. And oh, a miss. Andrew Lawrence lost control of it, got it back. For Shanley, denial defense, bats it away, and then Turkey turning it back over. I'll tell you what, they could have already slammed the door shut, Turkey, but they just haven't. And that was a nice reach by Achara. The ball goes off of Goulert and out of bounds. Yeah, Great Britain knocks in a 3 here. They're only down by 7. Lawrence. And Olaseni, Mockford, the runner, and gets it down to an 8-point deficit.
That's huge, especially going into the 4th quarter. Just under a minute here.
Nice spark by Mockford. Hit that 3-pointer. Now he's hit a little runner.
If they can keep it under 10 going to the 4th quarter, they should have the belief that they can get right back into this game.
Shot clock winding down. Korkmaz for 3. And Olaseni, and well, looky here, folks. It's an 8-point game, and the final seconds ticking off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Great Britain have it. Okorea 4 is going to try to get some penetration. We'll pick and roll action with Olaseni. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, turns it over.
Here it comes.
Hey, from Korkmaz.
Take off. And that is a momentum killer.
Okorea 4 has a chance to get it within 6, and Turkey end up taking it back up to a 10-point lead.
You take a look here, the steal and breakaway, and Korkmaz with the open jam.
(64-54), Turkey on top after 3. Well, Josh, you know, the door was open there for Great Britain. It still is, but you can't, you know, as you look at these numbers, we're not going to see the numbers of the turnovers, but for Great Britain, 12 turnovers now, and 4 turnovers for Okorea 4. That was a big one right at the end of the half, at the end of the quarter.
And definitely, I mean, that was the first quarter that GB won, actually, 18-15, but they had a number of opportunities to actually cut into this deficit even more. Just weren't able to finish a couple of plays off. Now going into this 4th quarter is pretty interesting. We haven't seen Erkan Vesiloglu or Köksal yet, as the Turkish coach seems to have kind of shortened his rotation from all 12 guys played yesterday, and only 10 have gotten into the game today. Meanwhile, GB really only goes 9 deep anyway, so that's what you kind of expected. But definitely a number of adjustments made by the Turkish coach.
Yep, Vesiloglu, number 2's in.
Oh, for the first time, he is.
Played well last night. That was one of the questions in the press conference. What could you say about his performance? How good it was. He played for you at Besiktas.
There he is right away. We have a breakaway again.
Well, Okorafor just fumbled the ball away, and beautiful block from Achara. Wow. And Lawrence, an unsportsmanlike foul has been called by the Polish referee. Didn't really make a play on the ball.
And again, players need to make the adjustment now to the way that this is being called.
And he's not making the play on the ball.
You have to go for the ball to avoid the ambiguity.
And look at this. What a block by Achara.
Korkmaz is a high flyer.
Well, Lawrence has had his free throw struggles.
Four free throws yesterday. Goes 1 for 2 at the line here on this trip. And again, it's a 9-point game. Plenty of time.
Absolutely. Yeah, Lawrence came in shooting 56% at the free throw line. So got it down to 9 again, and they've got possession. Can they take advantage? Lawrence goes behind his back, pulls up, little mid-range, good.
So a 3-point possession for Andrew Lawrence.
And back to 7, the deficit. Here it is again.
12 points for the game.
Good defense from Mockford, knocks it away. Now Lawrence chases it down in the corner. Okorafor has Achara wide open. He hands it off to Mockford, back to Achara. And Achara fouled by Shanley. So Achara will go to the free throw line.
So it's pretty interesting. Turkey's played well tonight. GB not so well. Yet it's only going to be a potential 5-point game down in the fourth quarter after these free throws. If you're GB, you can't be that upset.
Oh, I mean, the way they have played and the position they're in right now, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's almost the exact opposite of yesterday. They played so well, yet couldn't really, they got up by 8 on Belgium in the third quarter. And the game got away from them, and now here they are. They haven't played well. And just like you said, they've cut it to 6 points. And if Achara makes this, it's down to a 5-point game. Basketball's a tough game to figure out sometimes. And boy, the veteran.
That.
How about he has played well for Great Britain? I'm impressed by Achara.
He's been very reliable as well. Again, actually, just all the bigs for GB.
Doesn't try to do too much. He's content coming off the bench. Here is Semi-Eridan. And boy, just forces his way in. No help comes.
Dan Clark hasn't been able to slow Eridan down at all in the block.
Clark's got the height, but he's not really a center, is he? He's more of a stretch 4. Mockford from the corner. And now Osman sensing a chance to run. Still a 7-point game. That was a tough shot taken by Mockford.
Yeah, he passed up the open shot and took a tougher one.
Osman puts his head down, gets inside, and the foul called, I think, on Achara. No, Okorafor. There's just so much that Osman does for you. I mean, he's putting his head down. He's like, if I drive, something good is going to happen. I'm going to get to the free throw line. And all of that experience that he's gotten the last couple of years with Anadolu Efes, with playing with Turkey, I mean, he's only getting better.
Yeah, definitely. And again, fills up the box score in so many ways. Double figures now with 10 points, also the 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks.
He's gone from a complimentary player for Turkey to main man. He makes it again. And I really hope he gets a shot with Cleveland. 9 points, the lead. Is the door about to slam shut on Great Britain? And Lawrence getting into trouble. Shot clock winding down. Over to Clark. Mockford. I think he missed everything. Had a hand in his face from Osman. So Mockford will exit the game and be replaced by Luke Nelson.
Curious to see how Luke Nelson approaches his next 7 minutes. He has to be the aggressor for the offense.
7:20 remaining. Unsportsmanlike in the game, number 4 for Turkey. And again, and they don't have an answer for that. They really don't. Simi Erden going to town. 17 points for Simi Erden. And the ball, boy, how did Great Britain get it back? Good effort by Chara. Now Lawrence, feet set, puts it up, and that's what happens when you're Turkey. You can't get that loose ball. And that keeps Britain right in it. They're down 8, but they got to figure out what's going to happen. As you look at the replay, what are they going to do with Simi Erden at this end? Somebody's going to have to help down.
Yeah, you want maybe one of these guards to dig down as
and
contact.
Indeed, Unsportsmanlike gets bumped. Luke Nelson knocks it out of bounds. And Olaseni comes in for a Chara. It's too bad Chara can't stay out there, maybe with Olaseni. Gives him a little bit more size. Yeah, you gotta sit down. He's definitely been one of their better players in this EuroBasket. Osman with the shot clock winding down. Good rebound from Dan Clark, both hands. And once again, Great Britain trying to cut into the deficit.
Tough pass. It's not enough space. But great hustle by Andrew Lawrence.
Absolutely.
You got the numbers now.
And he passes it.
Nice pass
hands
again.
it off. And
oh,
what a play from Lawrence. What a play and what a turnaround. Turkey going one way. Lawrence hustles back, steals it. Boy, Lawrence is having himself a nice game. Look at this.
He's got 15 points.
He gets that steal.
I tell you what, if GB can manage to pull this one out, that's going to be the play.
Unbelievable.
What was an easy dunk for Turkey ends up to be an and one for GB.
Absolutely. Right now it's a 4-point swing, maybe a 5-point swing. And Olaseni just keeps getting it done for GB. He now has 13 points. And you wouldn't believe that they're this close the way it was going in the first half, would you? 5 points.
Just like yesterday, can they get the stops when it matters? Right now, someone should dig down.
Oh, and Olaseni rejects it, but they're not able to collect the block. It's like you say, it's one thing to get the block, but you got to get the ball. And Beseloglu, the right place at the right time. Clark turns.
Oh no. Thought that the referee was his teammate. Throws the ball out of bounds. Again, Dan Clark just 2 for 12 here tonight after having 20 points yesterday for GB.
Yep, he's had a rough night at the office, just 5 points. In the corner. Beseloglu passes up the shot, drives in, and this time Erden. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Is it on Murray? Who's stepping in front of Erden, who is crashing the offensive glass. No, it's on Olaseni.
It's a tough call because all he was really trying to do is box out, and Erden comes in flying over the top. Tough call yet again. But a great hustle by Erden, making the referee have to call something.
2 fouls on Great Britain.
Could have been called over the back.
He's getting an explanation, I guess. Joe Prunty. why he's covering up his mouth?
Well, he knows the cameras are zooming in on him.
I mean, you got to laugh from the referee. On the Toglu. Good! Well, he's been the difference. He and Osman. Man, what can you say? 21 points. What's that, 6 threes?
Indeed.
6 of 9 from deep. Clark finally gets one to fall. The three-pointer in response. If you're a good shooter, you got to keep putting them up. Well, we're hearing one of the Star Wars themes. I assume that's for the Jedi Osman, the Jedi. Here he is, puts up a three. Well, they won't be playing that music again. Luke Nelson.
Almost double dribbled.
Okorafor drives, gets it to Olaseni. Short.
Osman again getting to all these 50-50 balls. This man is a man possessed on the basketball court.
6 rebounds, 3 assists to go with his 11 points. He's also got 2 steals and 2 blocks. Filling up the stat sheet as usual. Mamatoglou. This time short. He only likes the 3-pointers. And good hustle from Osman and Sipahi. And that time Mamatoglou misses. Now, Osman missed the foul just as Okorafor gets across midcourt.
That's what we were talking about. Why foul there? You're 1 foul away now from putting GB in the bonus. You have 4 guys behind you. They're not really in a transition situation. Strange to me.
Andrew Lawrence, trap, gets it over to Clark. Okorafor for 3.
That's the one they needed right there. Would have cut it down to 4.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Osman. Mamatoglou. Was up top. And to Aridin. And Lawrence commits the foul. Good job by Aridin fighting for position.
Tell you what, Aridin has been doing his job as a big. Just rolling hard to the basket every single time and not settling for anything outside the lane.
Aridin goes over to the British bench and says, somebody give me a towel. They weren't going to give him one for a minute. And the Filipino referee comes out smiling. Turkey was so impressive in the first half, 49 points. And Aridin, who's made a lot of free throws, takes it now the total up to 76. But offensively here in the second half, they haven't been nearly as good.
Well, we can ask Coach Prunty after the game, is it just better defense after halftime, or did they just cool off?
Well, they definitely, probably a little bit of both. Clark for 3 off the front of the rim. And that might just about do it for Great Britain.
Again, Semi Aridin demanding the ball inside.
They get the stop. Now Lawrence in the open floor. He needs to go all the way. Nope.
Got a mismatch inside with Olaseni. Nice high-low pass.
Olaseni trapped.
Oh, he traveled, but gets away with it.
Luke Nelson. And Semi-Erden with the rebound. And this Turkish crowd starting to sense they're going to get the W tonight. That's going to put them firmly in the hunt for spots in the next round. Still a long way to go for them. Sipahi. The pass goes out. Almost totally misses. And a foul called on Great Britain. You know, I mean, we haven't really talked about it, but I suppose in a way you could. The Great Britain, you could certainly use a big body down low, couldn't you? Where would they be, you know, if you have the likes of Joel Freeland out there? Well, I mean, they've got Olaseni playing very well.
But defensively, they're missing that inside presence. Not just as a rim protector, but just to prevent these big guys from getting the easy position as Luke Nelson just loses focus and the ball just sails out of bounds.
You know, there's one other point you got to make is that Great Britain, even though this game isn't over, it's not looking good. And even though they won't be eliminated from going to the next round, it's not going to be looking good at 0-2. But what you have to remember is they've also got World Cup qualifying games coming up. That'll be in November. So every game they play now up to then is important. Here you have the shooting stats for both teams. And both have really, especially Turkey, pulled off. So Great Britain will be playing in the World Cup qualifiers. Turkey will be playing in the World Cup qualifiers. Every team at this EuroBasket will be playing in World Cup qualifiers. So that's in November.
Yeah, and for GB, you know, the expectation, perhaps they, you know, kind of knew they weren't going to win the EuroBasket this year, but it's about, again, developing these young players, developing that chemistry, like you said, so that the World Cup qualifiers for China in 2019, they have more of an identity. You know, we're seeing guys like Luke Nelson for their first time playing at a senior national level. So, you know,
and
still
you say the
games.
same, but you say the same about Turkey. I mean, they're going to need these guys to be ready to go for the World Cup qualifiers. And obviously, if Cedi Osman does end up playing in the NBA, and if Furkan Korkmaz does play in the NBA, they may not be available for the first couple of windows, but for the third window, which will be at the end of June and July, they would be available. So you need all these guys. You need all these guys to get experience. So every game, every second of every game matters for these teams. And the ball goes down. Erden falls down. And 3 seconds was the call with 1:22 remaining. And that play, that turnover, just about keeps Britain in it. They go down. They hit a shot. They hit a three, perhaps. You never know.
No, we've seen some amazing things happen in basketball.
We've seen some interesting things happen in this tournament. Andrew Lawrence and tried to make, I think, a behind-the-back pass to Olaseni.
Just put a little bit too much on it.
They're going to look.
It was there.
Again.
Yeah, that didn't touch anybody.
It didn't touch a Turkish player? It didn't touch Osman? Well, they're going to look at it. They have the option in the final 2 minutes to have a look at it. So they will. You got the option, you might as well do it.
You've got the fourth official there observing the replay as well.
So it's a 9-point deficit if Britain get the ball. They still have a chance.
And again, we highlighted Dan Clark and Luke Nelson before the game. They've combined for 6 of 24 here tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be Turkey ball. So it's better they take their time and get it right.
Yeah, you can see the ball didn't really move once it left Andrew Lawrence's hand.
So Lawrence fouls Sinan Gouler. The next game is going to be coming up for these teams. Great Britain will play Latvia, so it won't get any easier. That'll be in a couple of days. And Turkey, meanwhile, will play Serbia, so it's not going to get any easier for them either. And I'm pretty sure the game that Turkey will have circled on their calendar will be the game against Belgium on September 5th. That'll be a big one.
Yeah, every game carries so much weight. Obviously, this is only day 2 here in Group D. But next thing you know, we'll be on day 4, and guys will be really fighting for that 4th spot.
Great Britain call their 3rd and final timeout.
Switch, if you can drive it, go ahead and drive it. But they're going to be small. We should be able to get
Drought
down
at the worst possible time. 3 minutes,
Pop out to the corner.
37
Good.
seconds.
You are taking it out.
And that's been a problem the last 2 days.
I want you to
They're always right there in striking distance, but not able to make the necessary plays to get over that hump.
Oyuna girdikten sonra direkt adamları, kendi adamlarımızı alıyoruz. Fark etmiyor. 10 numarayı hepimiz alabiliriz. 10 numarayla switch mükemmel bir...
And these Turkish fans looking like they're going to be treated to a victory here with just 107 to go and an 11-point lead. Getting contributions from up and down the roster. Mamutoglu with 21, Semiyerden 19, and then Osman and Korkmaz both 11. Sinan Gouler with just 9 points, but contributing in so many ways as we see Turkey go to what seems to be a 2-3 zone. Or a 1-2-2 zone for that matter. Oh, Correa for misses everything.
So Joe Prunty over there on the sidelines thinks about what might have been. You know, you dig yourself a big hole, and it's difficult to climb out of it. They got back down to 6. Did they get as close as 4?
I do believe so.
So now the question is how much confidence.
Nice play by Lawrence.
And look at that, and Olaseni went in for the jam. How much confidence has Turkey gotten out of this? I mean, how much self-belief, you know, had they blown this thing wide open like it seemed they might, would it have been better for them? Or is it better that they've had to scratch and claw all the way to the end?
I think they'll just be happy with the win, to be honest. You know, wins don't come easy at this level. And they can be pretty proud with the performance. They played a pretty complete game, you know, hitting 11 threes, 14 for 15 from the free throw line, you know, forcing GB into some tough possessions, turning the ball over.
You know, GB, you know, they're going to have to take the positives out of this as well. They've got it back to within single digits. And if they can keep it single digits, it'll feel a little bit better. It was much worse at one point. The biggest lead was 16 points, Turkey. Osman on the Koglu, out to Shanley on the baseline, and they get 2 more, so goes up to double digits.
And that turnover
And now
kind
Turkey
of
will have another opportunity.
sums up GB's day here.
And they will definitely go for the basket because of the potential of goal differential.
They want the 3.
What are they going to get? Anatoglu, and 5 points by Turkey right at the end of the game. That's how it finishes, 84-70, and well, Turkey, they've got a pulse. Well, Great Britain have a pulse, but Turkey's chances now well and truly alive.
Definitely. And again, Mamutoglu, with that last three, gives him 24 points.
Well, shooting percentage-wise, still pretty good for Turkey. In fact, 52% inside the arc, 46 beyond it, 93% at the line. Great Britain shooting wasn't that bad. And GB actually out-rebounded Turkey. Just as many assists, but a big difference. Big difference, points in the paint for Turkey.
Yeah, plus 12.
Turnovers, points all turnovers.
Plus 10.
28 for Turkey. Mamutoglu was the leading scorer with 24 points overall. Had a double-double, 15 points, 14 rebounds. I mean, he couldn't have done any more in the 2 games for Great Britain.
He had 21 points and 12 rebounds yesterday. So for him to have back-to-back solid double-doubles should give this team some confidence going into their next game, which will not be easy as they face Latvia on Monday.
Now the question, what will the coach do, Ufa Sarica, as he prepares for that Latvia game? What will his lineup be? What will the style be? I mean, this was a much easier game for them to play tonight, obviously, than the Russia game. And really, you think about the Russia game, think about the ramifications of that. If they win that game, they're 2-0.
Right.
But they lose it. Russia, meanwhile, going to win that game, and they win again today against Serbia.
Yeah, and Russia winning 2 games by combined 6 points. So that's also a very, very huge confidence builder for the Russians to know that they can pull out close games. Guys like Alexei Shved being very clutched. That was a major play at the end of the 3rd quarter. Korkmaz with a breakaway dunk to extend the Turkish lead.
It's looking grim in a couple of the other groups for the hosts. Romania losing again tonight. They lost to Croatia. They are now 0-2. They lost to the Czech Republic on opening night. Israel, who lost badly to Italy on opening night, now trailing Lithuania by 16 late in the 3rd quarter. And Finland as well. They lost
a tough one
tonight at home to Slovenia. And also the worrying aspect that Lauri Mäkinen got hurt on the very last play. Looked like he may have turned an ankle and had to leave the game. So hopefully that will not be serious. So one of the big questions tonight, Mamutoglu stood up and provided something special. Osman's been doing it for the entire tournament. Semi Erden is